All right, let's dive in. Get those sparkly outfits ready, because today we're taking a deep dive into the world of Eurovision. Glitter, glam, and some seriously catchy tunes, but we're going way beyond the surface.
Absolutely. We're talking history, cultural impact, the whole shebang. Think of it like a backstage pass to all the Eurovision drama, from its humble beginnings to its current global domination.
Love it. And to guide us through this dazzling journey, we've got Eurovision, Historia de un Festival Global de la Canción. This text promises to spill all the tea. So where do we even begin with a spectacle like Eurovision?
Well, imagine Europe in 1956. Still reeling from the war, people craving connection and unity. What better way to bridge those divides than with the universal language of music?
Makes sense. Unity through song. I like it. But how did they actually pull this off back then? I mean, was it a small concert or something?
You're closer than you think. It was a pretty simple setup, just 7 countries, a small stage, but with a huge vision. And can you imagine the buzz when Switzerland's Lise Aja won with Refrain?
Wow, a true pioneer. Speaking of pioneers, Eurovision is known for launching some seriously big stars. I mean, ABBA, Celine Dion, those are huge names. Did those wins have anything to do with Eurovision's global rise?
No, absolutely. Think about it. In 1974, ABBA bursts onto the scene with Waterloo, and suddenly they're international superstars. Then, in 1988, Celine Dion represents Switzerland and just blows everyone away.
Those are like iconic moments in music history. It's almost like Eurovision became this launch pad for global fame.
Exactly. It solidified Eurovision's reputation as a star-making machine. But it also mirrored the contest's own growth. By the 60s, more countries were joining, the music was getting more diverse, and we started seeing national identities being woven into the songs themselves.
I've always wondered about the voting process. There's always talk about strategy, maybe even some political maneuvering going on behind the scenes. So when did viewers at home actually get a say in who wins?
That's where the televote revolution comes in. 1997, a big year for Eurovision. That's when viewers finally got to directly choose the winner.
Wait, so before 97, it was all decided by just national juries?
Pretty much. But with the televote, the power shifted from just a select few to millions of viewers across Europe. It brought in this whole new level of unpredictability, making it way more democratic, don't you think?
For sure. It was a big shift. And around that same time, we had some massive geopolitical changes happening in Europe with the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Absolutely. And you can't talk about Eurovision without acknowledging that context. Suddenly, Eastern European countries like Hungary, Poland, and Russia were able to join the party. Talk about a game changer for musical and cultural diversity.
It's incredible how Eurovision reflects those big historical moments, isn't it? Like a musical time capsule.
Totally. Capturing the emotions and transformations of Europe through song.
So we've got post-war unity, the rise of global superstars, and then this huge influx of new voices and perspectives from Eastern Europe. It's amazing how much has already happened. Where do we go from here in the story of Eurovision?
Well, fast forward to the 2000s, and it's like Eurovision got a serious makeover. We're talking high-tech production, crazy visuals, and performances that are basically mini concerts in themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen some clips. They really go all out. What about the music itself? How did the sound of Eurovision evolve in the 2000s?
Pop and techno-pop were definitely having their moment. Like Lorene's Euphoria in 2012. It basically took over the world and showed yet again that Eurovision could launch artists into superstardom.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Total earworm. Gave me chills. It really is amazing how Eurovision stays relevant and keeps pushing boundaries. And speaking of pushing boundaries, there's one performance I always think about when it comes to Eurovision making a statement.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about. Conchita Wurst's win in 2014 with Rise Like a Phoenix was like a cultural earthquake. I mean, it wasn't just about the music. It was about challenging gender norms and sparking conversations about inclusion and LGBTQ plus rights.
Absolutely. Conchita became a global icon overnight. It really proved that Eurovision is way more than just a lighthearted competition. It actually has the power to spark real social change.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And speaking of global, can we talk about how Eurovision has expanded way beyond Europe? I mean, Australia has been competing since 2015.
It's true. It's a full-blown global phenomenon now. Millions of viewers tuning in worldwide. It's wild to think how far it's come from those simple beginnings back in 1956.
I know, right? From post-war unity to a global spectacle, it's incredible to see how much Eurovision has evolved while still staying true to its core, celebrating music and bringing people together.
It really is mind-blowing how a song contest turned into this cultural powerhouse.
You know what I find so fascinating? It's not just about the winning song, it's about the stories, the performances, the fashion, sometimes a little questionable, but always memorable. And let's be honest, the voting drama. It keeps us all on the edge of our seats. You're so right. It's a shared experience. Eurovision brings people together, even if it's just to argue over a power ballad versus some electropop anthem or to debate whether or not those dues points were politically motivated.
Hold on, dues points. Can you break that down for those of us who haven't experienced the full Eurovision glory? How does this voting thing even work?
Oh, good question. So each country awards points from 1 to 8, then 10, and finally the coveted dues points to their favorite performances. It's a very unique scoring system, you know? It makes for some pretty nail-biting moments as the points come in.
Okay, that explains all the dramatic pauses and reactions I've seen in those clips. But jokes aside, it's genuinely inspiring to see how Eurovision has given a platform to so many diverse voices and perspectives.
Absolutely. Think about Conchita Wurst's victory. It sparked conversations about gender identity and LGBTQ plus rights on a global scale. Eurovision can really challenge norms and promote acceptance. That's huge, especially in today's world.
I completely agree. It's a reminder that music can be a catalyst for change. But it's not all about social issues, right? Eurovision also showcases some incredible musical talent from all over Europe and beyond.
Oh, you're absolutely right. From those powerhouse vocals to infectious melodies to over-the-top staging, Eurovision is a celebration of creativity and artistic expression. It reminds us that music can transcend borders and bring us together even when we have our differences.
It really makes you wonder how the contest will continue to evolve. I mean, we've seen it transform from this post-war peace initiative to a massive global event. What do you think the future holds for Eurovision?
That's a great question. It really is fascinating to think about. Will we see it expand to other continents? How will it adapt to new musical trends, to new social issues? The possibilities really are endless.
Imagine, like, K-pop taking the Eurovision stage. Okay, maybe that's me getting ahead of myself, but you get the idea. Eurovision has always reflected the times, mirroring the cultural shifts and the global conversations.
Precisely. And as the world continues to change, I'm sure Eurovision will change right along with it. But I truly believe that its core essence, celebrating music, diversity, and unity, will always remain at its heart.
Makes me think, with all the focus on the competition and the spectacle, is there a risk that the music itself gets lost in the shuffle?
That is a really insightful point. While the over-the-top staging and visuals have become such a hallmark of Eurovision, it's important to remember that the songs are at the heart of it all. The emotional power of a ballad or the energy of a pop anthem, these are the things that connect with people on a deeper level.
You're right. It's the music that stays with us, makes us want to sing along, even if we don't understand all the lyrics. That's the magic of Eurovision, isn't it? It's that reminder that music has the power to transcend language and cultural barriers. It's a universal language that speaks to something deep inside all of us.
Beautifully said. It's that emotional connection that keeps people coming back year after year. And it's that shared love of music, that collective joy and excitement that makes Eurovision so special.
Absolutely. And speaking of shared experiences, we can't forget about the incredible Eurovision fandom. They are passionate, they are knowledgeable, and they bring such a contagious energy to the contest. It's like one giant, sparkly family reunion.
Oh, for sure. They are an integral part of the whole Eurovision experience. They add so much life and color to the event. Their dedication and enthusiasm really keep that Eurovision spirit alive and thriving.
Now, let's not forget about the fashion. I mean, Eurovision is notorious for its extravagant costumes, the over-the-top hairstyles, and, well, let's just say some interesting style choices, but it's all in good fun, right?
Absolutely. It's about celebrating individuality. It encourages artists to express themselves in bold, creative ways. And, you know, it wouldn't be Eurovision without a healthy dose of glitter and glam.
True. Sequins, feathers, pyrotechnics. Eurovision is truly a visual feast. It's a celebration of difference. You know, it's a reminder that it's okay to stand out from the crowd. And that message resonates with people all over the world.
You're so right. Eurovision celebrates diversity and reminds us that it's our unique perspectives and experiences that make the world a more vibrant place. It's a testament to the power of music and creativity to connect us on a human level.
So as we reach the end of our deep dive into Eurovision, I think we can confidently say that it's much more than just a song contest. It's a cultural phenomenon, it's a platform for artistic expression, and it's a testament to the unifying power of music. What are your final thoughts on this incredible journey?
I think the journey of Eurovision really speaks to the power of human connection. From its humble beginnings as a post-war peace initiative to its status today as this global spectacle, Eurovision has consistently sought to bridge divides and to celebrate our shared humanity. And as the contest keeps evolving and adapting to the changing times, one thing remains certain. The future of Eurovision is bright, sparkly, and full of surprises.
I couldn't agree more. Wow, what a journey. From those post-war dreams of unity to this global stage where it seems like sequins and pyrotechnics are mandatory. Who knew a song contest could be packed with so much history, heart, and just pure fun?
It's truly remarkable, isn't it? Eurovision has reflected those cultural shifts, challenged norms, and most importantly, brought people together through music.
It really has. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's safe to say that Eurovision is way more than just a competition. It's a cultural phenomenon, a platform for artistic expression, and a real testament to the power of human connection.
Couldn't agree more. It reminds us that no matter our differences, we can find common ground in the joy of music.
Absolutely. So for anyone listening who hasn't experienced the full-on Eurovision extravaganza, I have just one piece of advice. Tune in. You might discover your new favorite song, be blown away by a performance, or find yourself swept up in the energy of the Eurovision fandom.
I second that. Whether you're a die-hard Eurovision fan or just curious, there's always something new to discover in this world of music and spectacle.
Who knows, you might even find yourself singing along to a power ballad in a language you don't even understand. That's the magic of Eurovision.
It is, and until next time, keep the music playing, embrace the sparkle, and remember, it's all about the love of the song.
And that's a wrap on our Eurovision Deep Dive.